This afternoon, NBC 15's Morgan Wolfe met with a detective who worked on that case and a neighbor who was at the scene of the initial investigation decades ago. Morgan?
It's being described as one of the most interesting cases in a detective's career and also described as one of the most haunting experiences in one neighbor's life. Both hoping to find justice for Lori Bringe.
No way.
One summer night in August 1988, Don Pleer was driving home on Butternut Road.
I saw the officers coming, and I walked up to Julie, who's standing in the yard and saying, what is it? I said, it's Lori. She's dead, and I sure hope the police do the powder residue tests on Mark's hands.
Don, a former lawyer, was at the scene of his neighbor Lori Bringe's death that night with officials. Every detail has stayed with him for decades.
It's very unlikely that a person shoots themselves in the left side of the head and then calmly sets the gun down by their right-hand side after they've shot themselves in the head.
Officials say that Lori Bringe was found shot in the left side of her head back through these woods here near her home. According to a criminal complaint, Lori's husband, Mark Bringe, said Lori was having a hard time at work and committed suicide.
She was a senior executive.
A story Don never bought.
She had serious black and blue marks on her face 2 weeks before she died. It is my opinion that they were consistent with a severe blow to the face or several. Next day, I went back to the scene to look it over. And one thing I saw was no blood anywhere.
Law enforcement agencies admit first responding officers in 1988 failed to investigate this death as a homicide.
So of course he was on the radar. He was the husband. He's the one that reported it.
Detective Lieutenant Roger Brandner helped reopen the cold case officially as a homicide in 2014. In 2017, they exhumed Lori's body in Illinois and got key information to move forward with prosecution.
I mean, we know that this relationship, according to Lori, back then was coming to an end. She was getting ready to leave her husband, and I think that obviously played into this homicide.
Columbia County credits the conclusion of this arrest to fresh investigators and new technology. But the case isn't over yet.
An arrest is not serving justice. A sentencing, and in order to follow up on the sentencing, then justice is served.
The Columbia County District Attorney's Office will be prosecuting this case with help from the Attorney General's Office. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Morgan Wolfe, NBC 15 News.